To access GeoBase, first log on to the University portal and choose the Resources tab, and then the A to Z list of online resources link. From the list I'm going to choose G and then select the link to GeoBase. GeoBase is a fairly simple database to use. You use keywords for your searching. There's a link to search tips here, so these are useful reminders of some of the options you have. So for example, you can use an asterisk as a truncation symbol. If you're searching for an exact phrase, you would put the phrase in double quotation marks. So that's some helpful reminders there from the search tips link. I'm going to look for information on the use of remote sensing in forests. So I've got two ideas. I'm going to look at forests, the first idea. So I'm going to type forest and then an asterisk to truncate that. So that means I'm looking for any word that starts forest. So I'll find the word forest or forests or forestry and so on. Then I use or to broaden out my search and look for anything to do with this idea. So I could also say or tree. Now truncate that to find tree or trees, or wood to find wood or woods or woodland. At the moment it's searching all the fields in a record. I can change that selection and choose, for example, subject, title or abstract, so it's searching all those parts of the record. Underneath I have some limit options. So for example, I could limit by document type. I'm going to choose to limit by dates. So I'm going to choose just to find the most recent literature on this topic. So for example, the last 5 years or so, I'm going to search from 2007 to 2012 and then search. The next screen shows how many results I've found, a good number. I'm going to carry on my searching, so I'm going to choose new search. So the second idea I was looking for is the remote sensing idea. So remote sensing is a phrase, so I'm going to put it in the double quotation marks, so it will find those two words together and in that order. Again, I'm going to choose to search the subject, title or abstract, and I'm going to limit my search by date and search the second idea. And again, I'm showing the number of records I've found. So now I've searched both my ideas and I want to combine them together, so I'm going to use the search history to do that. So every time you run a search, the database keeps a record of the search. So there's my first search about forests, my second search on remote sensing, and I have the option to combine my searches, and there's some help here. The text here is a reminder of how you might want to combine searches. So I am going to combine them, search 1 and search 2, and you need to put a little mesh hash sign before each number. So that's search 1 and search 2. So that's searching for the forest idea and the remote sensing idea, and I'm going to run the search. So again, I find a good number of articles here, more than 2,000. It's really too many to look through, but fortunately GeoBase has a number of options where you can refine your results further on the left hand side. So there's lots of different options here. I'm going to choose to limit my search by the classification code. So if you click on the downward arrow, you can see the various options, and if you click on view more, you can see many more options here. And I'm going to view more again, so I can see even more of the options available to me. So I'm going to choose to limit my search to anything that is to do with applications relating to the atmosphere. So I select that option, and then at the top I choose limit to. So this is narrowing my search further, and now I have 55 articles. Looking at the results, you can see for each record that it's found, you can choose to look at the abstract, the more detailed record. I'm going to look at the abstract for this record, and that gives you the summary. So I can see in the record highlighted terms that I searched on. So this is how I found this record. It has forests in it, and it has that phrase remote sensing in it, and also the classification code applications atmosphere. So this is how I found that record. After reading the summary, I can decide whether this is an article I'd like to read the full text of. So the next thing then is to check the WebBridge option. Check WebBridge button, it's at the foot of the record, and this lets you check to see if the library has access to the full text of this reference. So I'm going to choose Check WebBridge. That opens a new window. WebBridge is a tool to help you find out whether the library has access to the full text of references. So here's the name of the article I was looking for and the journal it appears in. And if WebBridge finds full text article, it will provide a link. So there's a link here to find this article at Science Direct. So on the Science Direct website or any of the journal websites, I'm looking to find the option for full text, and it's normally a PDF link that you're looking for. So if I choose a PDF link, this opens the full text of the article, and then from there I can print or save the full text. And I'll just go back to my results now. So for any of the references that I'm interested and want to keep a record of, there's a tick box at the side beside the article title, tick box here, so that I can save that record. So I could go through my records choosing the next option at the top of the screen and marking any of the records that I'm interested in keeping. Once I've marked all the records I'm interested in, I would choose the Selected Records option at the top. I can choose what I want to do with the selected records. I could email them to myself or print them or download them. The download option allows you to download the records into RefWorks. If you're planning to download into RefWorks, you should open RefWorks before you start searching in GeoBase. You open RefWorks from the portal. So I'm going to choose the download option and choose to download into RefWorks and click on download. This opens the import window in RefWorks, and I'm going to view the last imported folder so I can see the 2 records that I've imported from GeoBase, and then I want to move these records into the folder for this piece of work. So I've set up a folder called Library Practical. I'm going to move each of these records by dragging and dropping them into the folder. You just click on the grey bar above the reference to drag it into the folder. I'll go back to my GeoBase window. To carry on searching, you could click on the new search link, and then once you've finished searching, there's an end session link in the top right hand corner.